Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Emerald No Healing in Battle Wedlocke Challenge. In the last episode, we added 2 new members to our team after the massacre in Watson's gym, being Aster, our Loudred, and Gobble, our Swellow. Then we headed north of Mauville City, making our way up here past the Fiery Path, the Route 112 where we ended off. And in this episode, we are going to be clearing out everywhere between here and Fall Arbor Town. And we're going to go ahead and hopefully make it a little bit past Fall Arbor Town as well. I'm not entirely sure what we can do this episode. Maybe we'll play around in the secret bases, actually, now that I think about it, because we're going to be able to unlock that this episode. I haven't really thought about it. But before we go ahead and fight these trainers here, we do actually have some berries to pick, Rost berries and something else, and now that I'm thinking about it, Finny's up front and that's an electric trainer. Well, let's go ahead and fix that real quick. Let's go ahead and put Aster and Gobble up front. I think Aster can have some fun. You know, she's one of our new members. We got to use them a lot last episode, but I'd still like to use them a little bit more than, you know, the others for now, just because they're the newest additions to the team. Do I really not have anything to heal with? Are you actually serious? I'm gonna leave it. There's a rest house right up ahead, and I'm not going back to the Pokemon Center. That's why I ended off where I did, instead of going back to Mauville. I don't want to right now. But yeah, we have some Rost and Pecha berries right here, which will be really helpful down the line. I'm not sure if I'll ever actually use all of them, but I'm still gonna pick them regardless, because if I don't, I believe they'll go down to a seed, and they'll never grow from there, like I said, because I have a dry battery on this cartridge. So if I don't pick them when I see them, they'll go away forever. So, I'm going to use an Oran Berry on Aster. We're at the point where they're not going to be much of a use. Do I really not have a potion or anything? Am I just like 100% blind? I'm 100% full of eyesight because there's no potions. Unless there is, and then somebody's laughing really hard right now like, he missed the soda pop! Whatever, I don't want to do this as a double battle. I'm going to fight the Aroma Lady first because Aster has Flamethrower and I should be able to absolutely roast this girl into oblivion. There's actually quite a bit of hard trainers coming up. I know there's a guy down the way with a Wailmer and an Electrike, I believe. But Shayla right here is not going to be a problem at all. She just has a Shroomish. And Aster has Flamethrower and we can absolutely roast that mushroom. Nice, fired up shiitake mushroom on the Barbie. I'm not Australian, I don't have the right to actually say that, but that's what they say that down under, right? They say down on the Barbie, eh? No, that's like mixing Canadian with your Australian. I'm considered, I think they call us an American? No, it's a joke. They call me anyways, in my family, I'm butchering it, Ohioans, which honestly, Ohioans not that bad. I mean, it's better than, what do they call people from Kansas? Kansasians? No, that sounds, I didn't say it. But like, think about what, Kansanites? I have no idea. Like, if you're from Kansas and I'm like ruining your hometown, I apologize. Great hometown, your state. I'm uncultured. You guys think after watching me for however long you've been watching me, even if it was a day, you already know. Oh, this guy has fire types. Oh, okay, he's a kindler, not a guitarist. Because they look alike, right? You know, you got your middle-aged dad, Brian, out there camping in the wild. He looks just like your boy Nick, 20 years old, with his guitar, jamming out some tunes. They look identical. At least in Hoenn they do, am I right? They do. They don't burn Farley, I'm not allowing it. Thank you very much, Nummel. I didn't want to have to do that. I'm gonna bite you anyways though, because you're not worth it. So, I'm realizing we might be in a bit of a pickle. Now, the pickle at hand is called the level limit. I'm actually kind of worried. The level limit 24 for Watson was necessary, and the level limit for Flannery being 29 is really, really close. If it gets to the point that I can't prevent it, I will allow myself to pass it. I'm not going to skip trainers. I'm going to continue to fight everybody as I do. And if that becomes a problem, I'm just pointing this out now because it looks like it's going to be a problem. This isn't an encounter, by the way. We already got our encounter here. The Nummel before Fiery Path is the same place that this is, so this isn't nothing new or anything. We don't get anything new until the route with Spinda. And our encounter there's probably going to be a Spinda. Don't get me wrong. I would absolutely love Skarmory, but it's not gonna happen, you see? See, kids, I'm gonna explain why Skarmory is not gonna happen. Also, yeah, you can do this and go up here and completely skip that guy. He's a geek. We're gonna ah! Scare me. I wasn't ready to fight that guy, especially with Farley up front. That would have been horrible. We can go ahead and test out Busan's amazing new psychic abilities on this guy. I'm gonna call him Black Belt Jod. Gerard and Knob became Job. I know his name's not Job, but wait, did I say Job? I think I did. I didn't realize Job was as like in get a job. I just said Job like, you know, because it rhymes with knob. Disregard. But I mean, hey, it's not as far-fetched as guessing his name is Dasuki. Who? Come on, nobody guessed that. Not a single person out there. I don't even, it must be some Japanese name. I have no idea. It makes sense though, because I mean, this game was, you know, from Japan. And I know Gusta's stab, but Psychic will do more damage than anything Busan has. Against anything, I think. So, we're just gonna go ahead and use Psychic for everything, except maybe if it's weak to water, I think Mega Drain might do more. I don't feel like calculating it right now, but Psychic, 90 power. I should deal more damage with Psychic to everything for a long time, unless it resists Psychic. So, the reason I wanted to go this way is because we can get to the rest house really quick. And we completely skip the secret power guy. I didn't even think about that. He's not as big as a joke as he is in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, where they made a whole new character for no reason whatsoever. It's kind of a big waste, honestly. This girl, when I was a kid, this old lady is just lonely. She asks you to rest here, and, you know, she'll heal up your Pokemon and all, as you guys can see, but she'll ask you to, oh, your Pokemon are still tired, continue to rest. When I was a kid, I thought you had to rest here like 20 times to get your Pokemon fully healed. I was a dumb child, but what child isn't? I know you might be a child watching this, but we were all dumb at that age. What? This works? The Name Raiders show, I didn't know this worked with a dry battery. I tell your Pokemon's fortune from the nickname you've bestowed. Advice is what I have to give, and it is helpful advice that I offer. Today I shall do a reading of the nickname Stella of Bianca's Pokemon Lombre. That's so sad! The nickname that will nurture the caring and compassionate side of a Pokemon. If raised properly, this Pokemon will come to exhibit real warmth. The nickname Stella is very shapely in a pleasing manner. The presence of the letters S and T. Now that is remarkably good. I must say that Stella is quite a good nickname. I hope the trainer will continue to treat Stella with love. That's so sad. She's dead. That's like the worst. Oh my God, it's like going to a dog show. We're gonna get morbid. With your beloved baby girl or baby boy, your baby pet. And you get this spotlight, and then she dies somehow as a baby, and then they air it on TV. That's disgraceful. I am suing the Name Raider. I'm going to sue for emotional distress and torment. Yes, I am. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and do this with not Gobble. Yeah, we'll do it with your boy. Nah, yeah, we'll do it with your boy Gobble. I'm worried because yeah. I thought he has an Electrike, but he might have a Makuhita? I think it's Makuhita, Electrike, and Wailmer. And wait, that was, yeah, Strength, I can kill a Wailmer, no problems. Let's see what this guy, Dave. Wilton. I mean, Dave's pretty close to Wilton, am I right? He does lead with an Electrike, that's really unfortunate. I mean, if it Thunder Waves Aster, we could be in some serious trouble now. Not actually, it's level 17, come on now. We're really over leveled for this part, and we're gonna get close to it did use Thunder Wave. I'm predicting the future. You know, I like to start a recording session up with saying that I'm amazing and I'm great at what I do, just because it gets me pumped for the video, and it's a big joke, honestly. I'm basically memeing myself. But I was sitting here, I always do my test recordings really weird. You guys are never gonna see them, don't ask. But, like, I was sitting here for like 25 minutes before I started recording. The game audio wasn't working. I'm in a panic. I'm going through all my settings trying to figure this out. Terrified to death. I go through all this, and then I figure out that there's a cable that's just barely unplugged. I push it in, do-do, do-do-do. You know, the music comes in, and I'm just like, maybe I'm not that great! Like, think about it. Anybody that considers themselves to be pretty decent at what they do, you think would check the chords first. But I swear on everything, I did. I did check all the cords. You see, I have this, like, splitter cable that goes, my headphone jack goes into, and then the thing that goes into the game, oh, roll out, scammy. But the thing that goes into the DS I didn't realize that, like, there's this, like, black box that it goes into, and then there's a cord that goes into the black box. I didn't actually realize that that cord was one that I could unplug. I thought that was just connected, so I didn't check that one. I checked all of them but that one. So now I'll always check that one, but I didn't know it was an actual cord. I thought it was, like, built in, if that makes sense. Whatever, Wilton was almost scary. He used rollout. I'm glad I didn't do it with Aster, because if Aster, like, was paralyzed and couldn't move, that would have been pretty bad. I'm gonna go ahead and put Busan Finster up front. Chucky Finster. I'm never gonna call her that again, I promised. And I did anyways, so. Yeah, we'll do it with Finny. I have a problem calling things their name, then going ahead and saying something that sounds like their name that is another person's name. You know, like we got Chucky Finster from the Rugrats, and we got Finny. Obviously, there's no relation whatsoever here. But Finny, I can go real quick and be like, it's your Chucky Finster, you know, just a nice reference, good meme, but it's a guy and Finny's a queen. You can't call her a geeky Chucky Finster. That just doesn't make too much sense. But I do this. My dog, Throw, as you guys know, I call him weird names sometimes. I never really call him Throw unless he's being real bad. But, like, I'm just gonna be honest here. Sometimes I call him Rupert for no reason whatsoever. I just, it became Throw, then Bob, then Knob, then Lob, then Roop, then Boop, then Rupert. And I'm like stuck with calling him Rupert. It's all I do is call him Rupert. I have no reason. I don't even like know anybody named Rupert, except I am a Survivor super fan. And one of the biggest, you know, names in Survivor back in the day was Rupert Boneham. That's his name. He's this big burly guy with a big beard and wears tie-dye shirts. Looks nothing like a pug. But I call Throw Rupert Boneham. It just goes really well, and I'm just like, Rupert Boneham! And it's just like this big joke, and it's like, people would think I'm crazy. It's like, I possibly might be just a little bit on the crazy spectrum, but I just call him Rupert Boneham. So I have this problem with calling people names that they're not, that sound like their name. It's kind of crazy. I don't know why, but I just do it. I'm trying to think of some more, like my friend Derek, I don't really call him this, but like I'd call him Dirk, because it sounds like Derek. You're saying Derek fast, it's Dirk, you know, or I could go Dirks Bentley. Like, I think that's a singer. I don't even know who that is, but I've heard the name, so I'm now allowed to say the name and be weird about it. Basically. Anyways, we passed the secret power guy while I was like rambling and going nuts about whatever. And I can now teach secret power to somebody. This is a renewable TM. I can buy these. That's 70 power normal type move. It's pretty good, and you can teach it to pretty much anybody. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and teach it to a couple Pokemon. Oh, I only have one. That's right. I guess Farley could use something that's not Bite. Just so I have something that's not a dark type move, I guess. Yeah, I'll get rid of Sand Attack. Yeah, I'll get rid of Sand Attack. Howl could actually be useful at some point. Speaking of Rupert Boneham, you might have heard him cry. He's whining. He's literally an elderly grandmother. I'm gonna go ahead and you guys are like, what do you mean? How's your pug a grandma? He's the oldest fart in the world. My mom says he takes after me because I'm one of those elderly guys. You know, I'm like 20 years old, but like I see kids outside. I'm like, get off my lawn! You know, I'm kind of like that in a way. But he's kind of like that too. He took after me incredibly well. This girl gives me berries, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk to her while I ramble here. But I swear, at 7 o'clock, 7 to 8 o'clock, sometimes earlier, the dog will come up to me, sit down on the bed, and hit me with his paw. Just sit there and tap me over and over. I'm like, what do you want? You want something to eat? You want a treat? No, he doesn't want anything. He wants to go to sleep. I'm serious. The dog is so ancient, elderly, it's ridiculous. I think this guy leads with a Swablu, actually. No, so I'm good. Yeah, you can skip him, but I don't. But yeah, he's elderly. He wants to go to bed at like 7 at night, get up at like 5 in the afternoon. He does nothing but sleep, but he won't sleep without me. He wants to lay against me so desperately that he'll sit and hit me and cry. He'll sit there and cry like somebody's killing him because he wants to go to bed so bad. He's the biggest baby sweetheart thing in the world, but he's so needy. He is like the clingiest girlfriend that nobody ever asked for. He just sit there and beg and plead, go to sleep, please! It's my dog. And then Saw could just sit on the floor and go to bed. I'm like, I don't care. He doesn't care about nothing. He's like my mom. Sawk took after my mom. Throw took after me. I can't explain it, but it just happened that way. Thank you so much, Finny, for hitting through confusion twice and then snapping out, saving me a little bit of time and angst, because I really didn't want to go through confusion damage. It's annoying. She does have a Roselia, but she also has a Swablu, I promise. Busan can obviously one-shot a Roselia with Psychic. We'll be able to blast this thing as hard as we can with our Game Corner prowess. And say Cool Trainer Brooke right out the game. She's got a Roselia, like I said, Psychic that thing down, and it's gone. One shot at Busan, show your strength. Show me your moves. Show your moves. You know, it's like Captain Falcon. I mained Captain Falcon when I was a wee lad playing Super Smash Bros. Melee at my dad's house with my friends. Ooh, a Numel. Yeah, we can roast that. I could have swore this person had a Swablu. It might be from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, or perhaps even Ruby or Sapphire. But I guess not. Just has a Numel. But that's cool. Everybody right now, I know this is really weird, out of the blue, I need everybody to raise their hand. Open their hand wide, like make a, put all fingers out, stretch it as hard as you can. Hold your hand up, and just repeat after me. Corm is going to get a Skarmory. His luck has been miserable, but he will get an encounter he asked for one time in this playthrough, and it is going to be right here, right now. After Cool Trainer Brooke gives me her number, I'm gonna walk into the nice ash of Route 113? Yes, I called it. I didn't really call it, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get a Skarmory. I'm just gonna get a Skarmory. Everybody's already chanting he's got a Skarmory. He can do it. I know he can. She, Bianca. She can get a Skarmory. Believe! It's not a Spinda. Okay, I'd rather have a Slugma than a Spinda. I admit it. I'd rather have a Slugma than a Spinda. I should not knock this out with an Ice Beam. If I do, Finny, I'm gonna be very disappointed that you crit. Thank you very much. Freeze it? It can't, duh. It probably has Magma Armor. You funny. Funny, Finny! Alright, whatever. Slugma's our encounter. That's fine, honestly. It's not a Skarmory. But who knows? Maybe we'll get a shiny Skarmory. Look at him! Look at him! He's stupid! Thinking he's gonna get a shiny Skarmory. Shiny Spindo would be honestly insane, though. So I'm not even gonna train here. Thanks for getting into Premier Ball, Slugma! Dang it, that sucks. I wanted a Premier Ball Slugma, even though, like, I want to use a Slugma. I'm not gonna lie. Slugma's really cool. They have so many weaknesses, and then Hoenn Magcargo is literally not really possible. Are you serious? I want to hit it again. My luck, I'll kill it, and I do not want to lose out on an encounter, especially one that I actually want. I can't switch into Busan. I'm just gonna throw Pokeballs until it sticks. Actually, the first Pokeball decided to stick because Great Balls just don't work, apparently. Whatever! Slugma has been caught. Slugma is the lava Pokemon. It is a species of Pokemon that lives in volcanic areas. If its body cools, its skin hardens and immobilizes it. To avoid that, it sleeps near magma. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a name for this Slugma from my naming list, which is anything except for main characters from the original Spyro the Dragon trilogy. I'm gonna check my list for a name for this Slugma, and I'll be back in a sec. Alright guys, I don't have a name for this thing, but I have a couple names. I just want to check the gender first. So I'm actually going to be naming Slugma after a resident from the realm in Spyro 2 called Magma Cone. It is basically around an entire volcano. It's like a volcano level. Magma Cone, cone-shaped thing, you know what I mean? Volcano is like a cone. It's called Magma Cone, and I actually have 4 residents from there written down here. Now, the problem with this is the residents of Magma Cone are also shared with the realm Fracture Hills. Fracture Hills is my favorite level in any Spyro game ever. It's my #1 realm in any of the 3 games. Because of this, I don't know which one of these names is from Fracture Hills and which one is from Magma Cone. I'm pretty certain that the one I'm going to pick is from Magma Cone, but if not, it still shares a reference to Magma Cone in some way. The residents that reside in these realms are fawns, and I know Slugma isn't a fawn in any way, and the name doesn't really relate, but it's from Magma Cone, so we're gonna go with it. And the name that I'm giving this Slugma is going to be... Wait! Hold up! Hold up! Wait, never mind. The name I'm giving it actually is one letter off of a lighter brand. And what Richie named his Charmeleon. It fits even better! The name I'm giving this Slugma. And the name of the fawn from Magma Cone in Spyro 2 is Bippo! We have Bippo, the Slugma. The reason I said it like that is because they throw a party at Magma Cone, and they've got like little party hats and those party whistles that go doo-doo! And I think Bippo's the one that jumps up and down and goes doo-doo! Over and over again, and it's like Bippo! I need help. But yeah, we have Bippo the Slugma, which is, hey, it's cool. Would have my next encounter been a Skarmory? Nah, it's just a Slugma. That's fine, I don't care. Whatever. We have Bippo the Slugma, which is cool, and it's like Zippo, the lighter brand. I think they're called Zippos, and you know, lighter, fire, Slugma. Hey, it makes sense. It's fun walking through the volcano ashes on the ground. You can see where you walk. That's really neat. Yes, it's neat, but it's probably so bad for your lungs, little boy. You might want to go home and not breathe in volcanic ash. Probably not the best thing for a wee lad's lungs, if you ask me. I'm gonna go ahead and fight this guy with Barley and Basil. I swear I almost said Barley and Basil again. It's like that's the running joke. Sure, we'll fight this guy. He's like asking me to guess why it's so cool around here. Let me guess. The ground is covered with ash and you can see where you walked. Hey, great minds think alike, Jalen. One Pokemon, it's a Trapinch. I didn't expect Trapinch at this point in the game whatsoever. Obviously you can't get them until you go to the desert. Hey, I guess that's all right, though. All right, I guess we'll just go ahead and bite Trapinch. It shouldn't have too much it can do to Farley. Yeah, we pretty much one-shot it, and we flinched it. So that's it for Trapinch and whatever this guy's name was. Jalen, I think it was. Yeah, Jalen. I almost made fun of it, but somebody watching might be named Jalen, and I'm not going to do it. Even though that's never stopped me before. Whatever. I need to spray a repel. Dang it. Skarmory? Spinda. Hey, that Spinda's ugly. Look at it. You got a dot on your face, Spinda. Most of your species do. I like a Spinda with a nice clean face. The dots can go on your ears, not your face. I don't like it. Beat it, Spinda. All right, what do we have here? An Ether. Well, that's pretty great. I like Ethers. Do you guys like Ethers? They're great. I'll probably save them, though, for the Elite Four and stuff like that. I mean, maybe. I mean, I have Lepa Berries, don't I? I have 4. I'll probably have more by the end, so I'll use Lepa Berries for training sometimes. Depends. Yeah, we have plenty of repels, though. We're just going to go ahead and spray those up. And then we're going to go... Oh, there's 3 trainers here? What is this? A super repel. After I spray my regular repel, they grace me with a super repel. Literally excited. This is like 3 battles in a row. I have to do them. I guess Gobble and Aster will be my best bet here. They're fully healed. They have pretty strong attacks. We've got a double battle and then a battle immediately after. All right, let's go for it. Were you maybe in the middle of gathering volcanic ashes? I don't have a sack to put ashes in, so I can't pick them up. Honestly, if this was like real life and I had to collect ashes for like furniture and stuff, I would probably, before I got the sack, lay in the ashes and cover my clothes in them. Because I don't care about fashion, and then just like scoop it off into the sack when I get there so I don't have to come back, if that makes sense. All right, we need to get rid of coughing immediately because it probably has self-destruct. Actually, I'm pretty certain it has self-destruct. I'm gonna go ahead and flamethrower the coughing and then like wing attack the coughing. I just have to get rid of it immediately, double teaming it, get it out of here. I can't bear the thought of it using self-destruct. I know it's a double battle, but should you get a crit, it could kill both the Aster and Gobble in one shot, which would be really bad. We don't have time for that, so get rid of Black Ninja Boy Lung in his coughing. And now he's got a Ninjask, which is actually a really cool Pokemon to see. I've used one in every Hoenn lock that I've done all the way to the end, which is why I'm not allowed to use one in this playthrough. But they're still really cool. And actually, to prioritize getting them both down this turn, I'll Ice Beam the Baltoy and then Wing Attack the Ninjask, and that should one-shot them both, and we'll be done with these guys. Actually, the other guy has another Pokemon now that I think about it. So, we're not actually done this turn, but close enough because Aster should be able to Ice Beam this Baltoy into Oblivion. Baltoy's a Pokemon I'd really like to get to use in this playthrough, honestly. I have used one previously, but they'd still be really cool to use in a Hoenn game. It's definitely something to consider, and we might get one. And I was going to just say that the desert has really anything there I would be happy with. The desert has some really cool Pokemon. And the one I like the least is right here in front of us, being Sandshrew. I would love to use a Sandslash, honestly, but it would be better off in a Fire Red or Leaf Green playthrough, probably. Just because, you know, it fits more there, I suppose. But I'd still be glad to use one regardless. It'd be a cool encounter. Like I said, everything there is pretty good. And we get our Fossil, too, which counts as well. We'll be able to get a Anorith right after, which is pretty sweet. Not until we beat Flannery, though, so we've got a little bit of a wait before then. Either way, this guy's going to ambush me after taking out those two. So yeah, it's 3 battles in a row. It's a double battle and then a regular battle. So we got to go ahead and take out Pokemaniac Wyatt. Luckily for us, he just has an Aeron, which means his team's probably not that great. And Aster should be able to take it out in one shot with a Flamethrower. And then whatever he has left, we'll be able to take out as well. So to get to that little mound with a hidden item that the guy walked over to get to us, we're going to have to leave the area and come back. I'll probably go heal up at the rest house, make my way back and get it, and then jump down. And I know we got the secret power TM this episode, so maybe I'll open up a little area for a secret base. I know you guys said that that would be something cool to see. I just play around in it a little bit, nothing too special or whatever, because, you know, I can't actually do much with a secret base in a Wedlocke, but it would be pretty fun to play with. I was thinking maybe we could, like, open up a secret base every couple of episodes and, like, just play around and, like, move our base, like, you know, like we're moving or something. Wait a second, can you do this? I never knew you could do that! That's so cool! I always thought you had to leave the area and come back, but you can just go behind him. I never thought of that. Yeah, there's a nugget there. That's literally the first time in, like, 100 playthroughs of Emerald that I found out you could do this. And I'm the guy that fights every single trainer, so I've always had that situation arise. That's really cool. And we got a nugget out of it, which is great. I would have come back to get the nugget anyways, but whatever. We're not going to go heal up then. Don't have to go ahead and waste our time with that. Sprite our Super Repel. And this is the area that I wanted to open a secret base in. I was actually thinking about that because I know of this area. I believe this girl has a Numel? Potentially? I'll do it with Finny. Why not? I just recall this girl, Parasol Lady Olivia? Is it actually Olivia? Yeah, she does have a Numel, like I said. If it's Olivia, it wouldn't be calling it would just be remembering it, but I don't think it is. Madeline. Madeline, not Madeline. What's wrong with me? Like, I don't know. I'm good with names and good with remembering things. Like, if I meet you somewhere and you tell me your name, like, and I don't even know who you are and I haven't even looked at your face, I'll remember your name for the rest of your life. It's weird, but I have what you call a selective memory. I can remember pretty much anything. Like, you tell me something right now, I'll remember it forever and ever and never forget it if I want. But if I don't really care, I'll forget tomorrow and we'll move along. But that's just how I've always been. It's called a selective memory, I believe. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and play the secret base for a little bit. We'll check it out. I thought it'd be cool to kind of, like, you know, move every couple of episodes, just like move along with our adventure. I thought that'd be kind of cool. I like this one though. This one looks kind of cool. Let's check it out. All right, let's boot up our PC. Do we have any decorations? We have a doll. Oh yeah, we have the Trico doll. Aw, it's a little It's a basil, not a Farley. I can't place it on the floor, that's right. That's always so dumb. That always made me so mad. I think you can place them on the floor in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, but yeah, nothing we can do here. Sure, we're gonna go ahead and pack up. We can't actually do anything because we don't have any furniture, but we'll get furniture here at some point. I don't know, it'd be kind of cool to decorate one. I'd like to do it right now, but we don't have any stuff. We have to go back to Slateport to get some stuff, which is quite a ways away. I mean, we could collect some ash. Maybe I'll make some furniture with the ash, like, when I train next time or something. That'd be kind of cool. And we got a double battle here. I guess Queen Finny and Busan can do it. I don't need to heal. These levels are so low for right now, so we're just gonna go ahead and fight Tia and Mia. I think that's their names. I mean, one's named Tia, so the other is probably named Mia. Tori and Tia? Why did they go with Tori? What sounds like Tia that would make a good double battle of twins? Tia and Tori. That's it. That doesn't make any sense. Let's kill the uglier Spinda first. Sure. I mean, I'll focus on both of them, I suppose. I don't think I'll one-shot it. They got a decent amount of special defense. Actually, no, they don't. They're 60 across the board. I know this. I've used one. They don't have anything decent going for them except their gimmick, which is how they look, which isn't even cool. Spinda's cool. I would like to use one, but unfortunately, we aren't going to get to this playthrough because this is the only place you can get one, and we already got our encounter here, so the only way we're getting a Spinda is if we get a shiny Spinda, which, like I said, is cool because No matter what, if you find a shiny Spinda, yours is unique. You'll never find another shiny Spinda in existence like yours, unless you cheat, of course. But that's really cool, honestly, to think about it that way. Every shiny Spinda you find is 100% unique and your own, which is awesome. And really, that goes with any Spinda, for that matter, which makes the gimmick of the Pokemon really cool, honestly. I've always really liked Spinda quite a bit. I think it's a cool Pokemon. You know, we've used one before, so it's not that big of a deal to go ahead and get one right now. I'd rather use a Slugma. It's a little bit more unique, and we couldn't have gotten it in Johto, unless I did the egg thing, but I didn't end up using my Slugma, so it's alright. Let's go in the Suit Sack guy's house, get ourselves a Suit Sack, and we start collecting Volcanic Ash to go ahead and make some stuff with. I actually forgot about the flutes. Those actually are pretty useful. I can't think of any flute that I would need. I can't use items in battle, that's right, so it'd just be the ones that lessen encounters, I guess? Or something? I don't know. What does this guy sell? Let's go ahead and check. If he shows me, does he? No, we just have... Oh, I think he gives you stuff every milestone you hit. I forget completely how it works. Do I have 4 now, or does it start collecting before you actually get the sack? I'm curious. Can you not check? Whatever, you guess you can't check. That's fine. Doesn't matter to me. We're done here. We just gotta go ahead and fight this ninja boy. I think his name is like Tao or Teo or something. What can I fight him with? Let's do it with Farley. Sure, I think Farley can go ahead and fight this guy. If he has a Koffing, we can bite it. Maybe flinch it. I think he does have a Koffing. Actually, he might have a Ninjask, which would be bad because this is the pair that's weak to Bug. And Ninjask is one of the only Bug-type Pokemon you're going to find in this game. Lao. I said Tao. It was close. But, Ninjask is only one of the only Bug-type Pokemon you're going to find in this game with an actual Bug-type attack. So if this thing actually goes boom on us, which I don't think it gets until level 18, it could have been pretty bad. We wouldn't have died, but we would have been pretty weak for his Ninjask. I don't think he has one. He might just have 3 Koffing. I know there's a Ninja Boy down the way a little bit who probably does have a Ninjask. You know, it makes sense. Ninja Boys should have their Ninjask. Shedinja would be cool, but I know no trainer actually has a Shedinja, probably for the sole reason that you might not have anything to deal damage to it, which makes sense. I'm glad they don't give trainers stuff like that, but it was always a problem for me when I was a little kid. When I tried to fill out the Pokedex on Pokemon Emerald, the only Pokemon I was missing was Shedinja, and I didn't know what Pokemon it was. I'd never seen it before in my life, because, you know, the games were new back then. And there was this spot right after Ninjask, and I just didn't know what that Pokemon was. And I was like, does Ninjask evolve? So I trained up a Nincada, and I evolved it in a Ninjask, and then I opened my party, and there was this Shedinja in my party, and I was kind of screaming, because I was like, where did this come from? Is it a glitch? I was so scared. It was really funny little memory of mine. It's, you know, what it's like to be an naive, innocent kid that doesn't know anything. It's good days. I do enjoy. This is a Ninja Boy. No, it's Sandstorm, right? It's Double Team. TM32 Double Team. So you can get a TM for it here if you didn't actually get the one in the game corner, which, you know, we didn't because we don't have any use for it. Not in this playthrough. This playthrough would be too risky. I guess I'll fight this guy, whoever's up front. I forget who I put up front. I think it might be Aster, actually. Yeah, I'm getting worried about levels because everybody's level 26. So let me know what you guys think about the level limit fiasco. I'm going to try to, you know, I'm not going to train or anything. And that's one thing, if I do have to end up passing the level limit, I won't train at all. I'll fight Flannery with what I have at that time. And, I don't know, maybe I'll skip gym trainers if it's, like, at that level limit. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, of course, but I did want to go ahead and at least acknowledge the fact that it might become a problem at some point, you know, because the level limit was so close to Watson's level. So we do have one last double battle before we reach Fall Arbor Town. Who do we want to do a double battle with? Barley and Faisal? I did it again. I don't know why I do that. It just happens. Sure, we'll do a double battle with these two. I shouldn't do a double battle, but... Oh, yeah, I shouldn't be doing double battles. They're far too risky. I don't know why I'm doing it. And this guy is a bird keeper. Picnicker Sophie and bird keeper Kobe. They rhyme, don't they? Oh, God. A Skarmory? And Basil's stuck. I mean, it's only level 17, and I have Intimidate, but they should have Peck at this point. That's pretty scary. And I don't have anything that's good against it. I'm actually seriously concerned. I'm gonna try and get rid of the Meryl quickly before it's like uses Rollout or something. I know I could use it for healing with Absorb, but I don't think I should leave it up for long. I want to make sure that that Skarmory's the only thing in this fight. Hopefully we can flinch it with Bite. Alright, it did a lot more than I thought it was going to. And it just used Sand Attack. Really scary. Crisis has probably been averted because we only need to hit it 2 more times. And I don't think no matter what it does, it could one-shot Basil with a peck. Even if it crit, it would put me pretty close, but I should be fine. Absorb hits, which is good. So Meryl's gone, and all we have to do is focus on Skarmory and whatever's coming out next. Picnicker could have anything, honestly. I'm gonna guess it's a Sandshrew for the area surrounding us, of course. Wait, Secret Power would be... Yeah, Secret Power, yes. I'm thinking of Nature Power. Which, ironically, Alambre comes out. Ooh, Skarmory does have Peck, but luckily for some reason the AI went for... Barley? Okay, I'll go ahead and Quick Attack. I'll Fury Cutter the Alambre. I'm sure Quick Attack probably does more, but I'd like to stockpile it, hopefully, and I can take it out. Doesn't really matter what I do as long as Skarmory goes down, and it did. But he has another flying type, and I'm worried as to what it's going to be. Please don't be another Skarmory. Oh my god! I think Basil might die. A Swellow? What have I done? Are you kidding me? Alright, I have to get rid of this Swellow as fast as I've ever gotten rid of anything. If it uses Wing Attack on Basil. After setting up a Focus Energy? Oh god. Farley, you hit this thing hard, please. Yes, Farley! You kill it in one shot! Thank you so much! What? Earthquake! Nature Power! I mean, I should be alright. Yeah, but that's just wild. I didn't even think about that. We're in the sand. That means Earthquake comes from Nature Power. This trainer battle's been ridiculous. Oh my god. What a way to end an episode. You scare me. This is actually a tough double battle. You know what a good rule would be for a challenge in Hoenn? You have to do every double battle available. That would just make things so much more difficult in a Wedlocke. I think that'd be fun. I might try to do most of them just because it's an added challenge and, you know, it really bonds pairs together. You know, these two are fighting together or they die together. It's really cool. It's a really cool way to look at it. Anyways, with that being said, we have reached Fall Arbor Town. It took a lot longer than I thought to get here. So anyways, guys, with that being said, we're going to come over here to this mound, grab ourselves a nugget because it's there. Thought I'd point it out right now. And with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this episode, a like is appreciated. It helps out a great deal. And if you want to see more Pokemon Wedlocks like Pokemon Emerald, feel free to subscribe. And in the next episode, we're going to go ahead and explore Fall Arbor Town as little as it may be, then make our way west to Meteor Falls. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.